Hey everyone, this is J.R. from West Virginia and Commonplace. Today to talk to you about some amazing deals on Anchor Nebula projectors. Right now, with code WSCPLEBHG8, you can get a Nebula capsule for $259 instead of $289, and you get a free carrying case. Next up, the Cosmo Laser 4K projector. Normally $2,000, $1,849.99 with code WSCPHLXTIJ. After that, the Capsule 3 Laser Transformer Special Edition, normally $799, $699 with special code WSPECYRPPT. And also, you can get any of these by using Affirm, and Affirm can give you some nice 4 interest-free payments as low as $73 for that one. And then we can move on to one of my favorites, the greatest outdoor projector, the Mars 3, normally $1,049, on sale for $949, code WSCPVZVBZA. Once again, you can get that on Affirm with some low payments for that. The Mars 2 Pro is available, code WSCPXE7T4T, and all of this stuff you can follow the affiliate link in any of the show notes for West Virginia and Commonplace to find these. And last but not least, the Capsule 2, normally $499 down to $429, code 4WSCP8CES2T. And once again, I'm JR, and all these projectors belong to the Anywhere series that's part of Nebula. And one thing that I'll leave as a quick testimonial, because this is a long ad I've already made, is this. Using one of these projectors is the difference between having a 100-inch TV and not having a 100-inch TV. So once again, I'm JR.
WV Uncommon Place. This podcast is a variety podcast that houses numerous series to cover mental health, empowerment, podcast framework, and various intimate theories to get to know the hosts. Along with occasional movies reviews and dives in pop culture with our event podcast episodes. The Uncommon Place digs into bringing guests on that stories don't fit the mold and are very different. WV stands for the great state of West Virginia, and every quarter we cover something in West Virginia. Stacey and myself, JR, are your hosts, so please come along for this venture to Uncommon Place.
Welcome to West Virginia and Commonplace. I'm JR, your host. Stacey's away like always on assignment, or maybe I'm away right now. Whichever one works out for you, we'll use that this time. So we're doing our October review, our update for October. October was a growth month for the podcast. It's something that I was really excited about. I got to actually go be a part of another show, Podcasting Business School. I got to do a little something with them over there, Adam and his great group over there. So shout out to them over there. And along the way, I've been doing Alex and Philippe and Pod Pros accelerated or podcaster course, just to reaffirm some things. So the first show that came out this month was Ann's Transformational Journey, which was a great show, different way of thinking, different mode and means of how you can get your mind situated and focused in a certain area and go from there. Then, the weekend series was Computer Love. Computer Love was something that I put together to talk about the different portions of how using a computer and trying to find love happen in different iterations. For me, it was using MySpace. There was Facebook, Instagram, and I even talked about AOL. Now, when it comes to the actual show, we had 3 shows that were interviews this month, and I brought the interviews back because I was like, we need to bring back the interviews because that's something that was very special and on point about West Virginia and Commonplace. And it was something that I got away from because for a little bit of time, I just felt like what we were doing was working. And a lot of people like the little small episodes and different things we do there. So I bring some variety, and I always do these update episodes to make people aware of what's going on next. So for the month of November, there will be no interview episodes. We're going to go into talking more about the TV shows that disappeared from my youthhood or from my youth. That's the one thing that I'm excited about. So we're going to cover a ton of shows, still running Thursday and Saturday for shows. And in doing that, in the colder months, I do run 2 shows a month. In the summertime, we're going to always go just running 1 show throughout the month. So you're going to get a variety of things. So I hope you guys enjoy everything that comes out in November. And once again, here it is, just a quick little thing to throw out there. Most of the episodes are no longer than 9 minutes for the month of November. Now, getting back into October real quick, I'm sorry that I got off track a little bit. There were 2 other interviews, one with J.R. Johnson and another one with Colin Leonard. They were very interesting, and kind of the very last one with Colin Leonard had a Halloween theme to it, so I definitely wanted to take care of that. And over on our sister show, or the cousin show, or whatever you want to call it, Sparrows in a Review, that show is doing what it does. We reviewed some movies, Jeepers Creepers, Final Destination. We did a lot of stuff over there that made sense. Now, the portion that I do every month and I talk about for podcasters, listener migration has done exactly what I wanted it to do, and I was able to accomplish what I wanted with that. And that I'm really proud of what we've done over there thus far. In continuation, business-wise, I am still working on the model and getting the thing stronger for Sometime Cinema, so that when we start our residency and get that thing going next year, it can be prosperous and do what it does. And also, another change that's happened with me personally is I have been traveling a lot more. I am, I did Pennsylvania, Ohio, Kentucky, Virginia, and all the way up here to Massachusetts now. So I've done a little extra traveling. And then one great thing that has happened has that my surgery has been moved to February. So I have a little bit more leeway and I have a little bit more time to continue doing what I'm doing. Now, once again, this show is completely done in its production when it comes to the shows being done up until next year. I still will be recording different things to add in, and I move things around from time to time, but basically I am pretty much set on what we have, and I will continue to go with that. And hopefully that will keep you all in tune and keep everybody still listening to the show, and that everybody will enjoy each part and every part of what they're doing. And that's one other thing I do want to say, like always, thanks to the fans. Thank you to Rodis, King Germ, and everyone else that supports our show and does everything behind the scenes for any of our shows. Any way that you help that, even though one thing that we can't always see is that there's support that you don't see. So to the people that support the show and then I can't readily see it just out there in the open, thank you to you all too, because you all do an amazing job. And to all the other podcasters that are out there, keep podcasting, doing what you're doing, enlighten the world with what you have to offer, because that's something that we got to keep doing as podcasters. And on that note, I'm JR from West Virginia Uncommon Place. We're going to keep this kind of short, just a little 5-minute thing to throw in here real quick for October. And enjoy your Halloween, and remember, if you seek the uncommon, it'll bring you to West Virginia Uncommon Place.
Please follow WV Uncommon Place on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, TikTok, where we have some great content, Facebook, LinkedIn. Hit up the merch store at oncommonplace.square.site. Join the email list from the website, and rate, subscribe, and give feedback from your favorite podcatcher. And lastly, thanks for listening, and tune into the next episode.